Hi, this is Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com. Hey, coming with another super cool product. We found this at InfoComm 2019 Expo in Orlando, Florida this year. Huge show for audio-visual display and technologies and stuff. And these guys have come out with something really, really cool. You can go to BenQ.com and they have their new product out called InstaShow WDC10. It's a plug-and-play one button to start a full HD wireless presentation. So let's talk about what this is. Let's say, for example, you're in a conference room and everyone in the conference room is working through their presentations or talking maybe about aspects of a presentation or sales forecasts, sales, all that sort of good stuff that people do in the conference room, talking about ideas, sharing, collaborating, all that good stuff. You can have one of these units in your office or in your conference room, and you can have multiple ones of these units. They stack up to a certain max point, and each person can plug the little base units into their laptops or computers, present on the screen just by the push of a button. Doesn't require any particular OS or hardware platform. It's all plug and play, and it works from another part of a antenna base that can either plug into a TV if that's what you're using in your conference room, or it can plug into like a projector and then project onto the screen if that's what you're using in your corporate environment. So this thing's really cool. It's a unique no software solution that allows multiple presenters to lead from any device. They just have to plug it into their laptop or whatever, push the button, and they take control of the conversation and presentation that's being put forth on whichever screen you're taking and using. Pretty cool. It works incredibly well. You just push the button, it figures it all out, puts it up, and away you go. And you can have instant visual communication and collaboration with your enterprise. That's pretty darn neat. There's zero learning curve. You plug it right into your daily routine, and away it goes. It knows what you're up to and how to do it. It's got true plug-and-play technology. There's no software required. You just plug it in, push the button, and away you go. Pairs up with the base, puts it into either the projector or the TV, and boom, you're there and you're live. And what's cool is somebody else in the room can start their presentation when they want just by pushing the button. They take control of the screen and away they go. This is pretty brilliant, and you can have a whole bunch of them up to a certain max point, and by doing that you can take and have everyone in the room talking, collaborating, and sharing ideas, which is pretty awesome. It runs on wireless technology, or you can plug this directly into a hub, and by doing so you can take and program all sorts of extra security things. You can close off the system so that it's not available to the public. All sorts of different features that you can have security-wise, programming password, all that sort of good stuff. You can do that as well, or you can keep it wireless if you want. This gives you extended desktop. You can play video and audio through it. Pretty much very simple. You press the button to start presenting, and away you go. It just takes seconds to wirelessly project it on the screen. No software setup. There's no maintenance, no downloading, all that sort of noise that you constantly would just get in your way. You can join anytime by simple pairing. You push the button and you take over the host as the host and do your presenting. It's presenter controlled video mode switching, if you will. It's got powerful compatibility on any platform. Like I said, you can use this on a TV, on a computer. You can use this on a projector, and away you go. So it's got trustworthy security protection, AES 128-bit security encryption, and WPA2 authentication protocol that makes sure that you're safe and protected and all that good stuff. You can do a whole lot more in the back end if you go into the BIOS area, if you will, the modem area that you would normally see when you're setting up a modem. You go into the internet portion of this, and you can do a lot of the different things that you would do, say, with a wireless modem, and program it the way you want for the security that you want. It's got optical intelligent resolution matching, which utilizes EDID. The InstaShow automatically figures the source's notebook resolution, setting to match the device that's being displayed pixel by pixel for a perfectly clear picture quality, which is pretty darn awesome. All hardware solutions, so there's nothing you have to do. Reliably stable, wireless connection, and it's got fast response for presentation, video, and animation. It's also eco-conscious operation for efficiency and productivity, and pretty simple. What's even neat is they give you like a little kind of stand box to put the little dongles, if you will, that plug into your laptop or computer into the thing, so you can store them, and so they're not just banging around, flopping around your conference room. And it looks good. You can mount it to a table. They make it so that it has several different mounts on it. You can mount it to a table. You can mount it to, like, say, a bar, a wall. They've got all sorts of different ways that they've hooked this up so that you can take advantage of it. Really, really interesting on how they go through all this. The frame rate will go up to 60 frames per second, depending upon the environment. You can port it in output resolution, 800 by 600, all the way up to 1920 by 1080, which is your 1080p. And the input resolution is also 1080p as it is. Let's see what else. Stereo audio, radio quality, 16 bits at 48 kilohertz, and the data rate wireless is up to 400 megabytes per second. Pretty interesting in all the different stuff that you can take and do with this, and you can share it into the room, and away you go, and bada boom, bada bing, if you will. I was pretty just blown away by the product. It does some really interesting things, and really kicks butt. And I can see how in conference rooms this would be something that would work really well, or any sort of collaboration item where people are sharing multiple desktops and multiple presentations, talking about different ideas and collaborating on them, and away you go. Be sure to check it out. Go to BenQ.com and tell them Chris Voss sent you. The InstaShow WDC10. And I think you'll be very, very, very impressed. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.